Hi, everyone. It's Mitch, and it is Monday, June the 15th, 2020, here with your live show. Of course, we're here live 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Today is our Mondays with Mitch segment where I kind of just go solo. Weird because just not a ton going on in the world of sports, and of course, a lot going on here at Sports Chat Place and Pick Dogs. Kind of messing around with some stuff here, so you guys can see. I started to show some of the graphics and screen overlays yesterday, and I'm just not sure I love this one. I have a few other ones that I'm messing around with, so just trying these on for size and going to see how those all work out. But these are all just additions and things that we're doing. Tell you, we've got some other exciting stuff at Sports Chat Place and Pick Dogs, but like everyone out there, we're just chomping at the bit for sports to come back. Yesterday we saw NASCAR. Saturday we saw UFC. We've seen Bundesliga. We've seen La Liga. And, of course, this week coming up, the Premier League returns. The biggest of the kind of the biggest and best of the soccer leagues come up. And thanks, Indy, for the comment. That's exactly what I wanted to see, what it looked like on the screen. So thank you very much for the comment. Just I think I need to shrink it just a drop. Is the answer there. As you can see, I'm definitely working on this stuff, and it's hard to do behind the scenes. So sometimes it's just easier to do it while it's live. But thank you, Indy, for the good morning to you, of course. But anyways, as I was saying, the the Premier League is starting this week as well. But if you're like me, and I know a lot of you are, and that's why you've watched throughout the years, it's we're just waiting for the big sports. The ones that we watch. I think we're tired of trying to force the square peg into the round hole. And I think that's what we're almost trying to do with some of these other sports, at least for me. And I would always said I love all sports, and I do love all sports. And I do like soccer, and I like the World Cup, and I like that at all. But as far as it being my go-to stuff, I just can't convince myself that that's where I'm at with it. It's just it's just I'm not there. It's just not my main thing, and I just can't pretend that it is. It's I can sit here and try and get excited about soccer, and I can sit here trying to get excited about NASCAR. And yeah, I mean UFC, it's almost like boxing, and but it's not like the big boxing matches that we're used to seeing, and it's been tough. And I have to say that we started in the middle of March, right? So it's middle of April, middle of May, middle of June. We're now at 3 months since we've had like real mainstream sports, as it's June 15th already. And it's just, I'm not really, it's like, I'm kind of at that point, where a lot of people have been for a long time, and I know I've kind of been the guy that's held it together and said, "Yeah, we're gonna get sports, we're gonna get that," but now I'm kind of getting anxious as well. So just to let you guys know, you're not in this alone. We're all in this. We are still all in this together. I know we haven't heard that as much. You know what? I'm gonna get rid of this overlay. I don't love it, so we're gonna get rid of that. I don't like it. I think for me, I'd rather have my whole screen up here, right? Just, I think even this, you guys know who I am. Anyways, I would just rather have, my NBA. We would have been in the finals by now. NHL, we probably would have been done. We would have had March Madness. And baseball, they don't seem to care or seem to be in any rush to get back to playing. I mean, at this point, they really are arguing over really, really minor things. But anyways, in the meantime, I have been working on a lot of things behind the scenes here at Sports Chat. and at Pick Dogs, and hopefully you guys can start to see these things. You know, the odds is something I've been working specifically with a company out there, and I'll tell you, this is something that you guys are really going to like. And I think it's not just the sake of having odds like we never do it the way everybody else does it. We kind of do it a different way, and then everybody says, "Wow, that's really a way better way of doing it," and then they just copy us, right? Or they try to copy us, and it never really comes out as good, right? It's kind of like it's like a half-ass attempt, right? Is basically what it is. It's kind of like, oh, we're just going to do the same thing. We're just not going to put the same effort into it, towards it. But thank you. Definitely something we've worked on, the set. And, for all the guys, we're working on their sets as well. I think, with Rod, he's in a transition phase as far as the sets go. Rod's in somewhat of a transition phase where he's going to move his set into a different spot. So once he moves into that other spot, I think you'll start to see his set come together more. And with Chris Ruffalo, we've got to get him to narrow it down to one or two places that he broadcasts from. That's really what it comes down to for him, is that he keeps moving around to different places, so he's never going to have a good set, if you keep doing that. It's like I have the same place I come to every morning and do this from. So it's like it's very, very easy. I keep adding little things, we added the Buddha, right? I mean, you can't even see him, because of the lens we use, but it's like we added this guy. So no, it's not going to work because it's looking at my eyes, and that's why. So if we put it here, it will work. But the camera focus is based on my eyes, and that's why the background is blurry like that. Just the lens that we use. I guess I could always change that. I don't know. A lot of people, they like the blurry background. Some people don't like the blurry background. I think it makes me clearer, which I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. But good morning to everyone that's joining us. If you have any questions at all, today's a great day to ask them because I really don't have much to talk about. Just do it to keep it going, just as we always do. We don't make excuses. We don't talk about like how there's nothing going on or anything like that. Well, even though there isn't. Even though there isn't, we're just going to keep it rolling. Yeah, we're just, like I said, and some of the things, the unfortunate thing is that a lot of the stuff that we have been working on, you're not going to see. There we go. This is exactly what I was trying to do right there. You're not going to see until things get rolling again, because it's going to take things like that. And, kind of like the stuff that we were doing with Charles, and Spread Knowledge before the break. We're going to, continue on with Spread Knowledge, but we have a better way of doing it now. So it's really exciting. I did not see this. I did not watch this. Was it worth the watch? I did not see it last night. I watched, last night on TV, I watched 90 Day Fiancé, Billions, and Press Your Luck was my lineup, and Match Game. I watched that. That was my TV lineup for last night. So I did not see the Sosa McGuire thing. I like ESPN 30 for 30s. I don't like them all. I don't watch them all. So it's one of those things. We don't have hats available, but we will have shirts. And the way that the shirts I ordered were part of a March Madness giveaway, and I don't have one of the shirts that we're doing with me right now. I guess I could go get one, but then I would be sitting here with nothing on camera. But we're going to have the shirt giveaway once sports gets going again. I have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. I have a whole room full of. If I was able to, the one disadvantage of the studio is that I can't just pick up and go the way I used to be able to. But if I was able to, I would show you the amount of shirts we have in the other room that are ready to go. So we're going to have giveaways, and it's going to be tied into, first and foremost, purchases of our new premium area. And it's not like you have to buy, you know, thousands of dollars worth of stuff or anything like that. But we're going to give the shirts to the paying customers first, and then we'll have free giveaways with the rest of them because. To be honest with you, we haven't made any money in months, and I'm still paying the guys. I'm still doing everything, and still paying the cost of the site, the pictures, everything else. So we are, at all these months of not making any money, while we have money tucked away for, years pretty much, it's still, at some point you have to start being a business again, and that's what I don't know. I can't figure out why these sports don't want to be a business anymore. But anyways, like I said, a lot of the things that we've been working on behind the scenes, you won't be able to see until the sports start again. And that's because you need the sports information to populate these things. I don't like the way this looks, right? Whoa. Oh, wow. Wow, that was a disaster, huh? So anyways, when I didn't, oh boy. So that was a mess. All right, we'll have to fix that later. Now I understand why I had that there. Okay. So I had that there holding that up, and then I said, I don't like the way this looks, and I moved it. I'll have to find something else for that spot. Now we have a crooked picture there of Howard Cosell and the Monday Night Football crew. But there will be ways to get a shirt. Like I said, it'll be tied into buying premium picks or, spread knowledge or something like that. So it's going to be like a giveaway based upon, purchasing because, like I said, we need to get the site up and rolling as a business again. I can't if I'm paying for everything for, like I said, I can do it for 2 years, but then after that we'll have nothing. So we have to start thinking about being a business again. I'm not going to sit here and lie about it. It's not what I do. I don't sugarcoat it. I don't do any of those other things. I tell you guys exactly how it is. I have nothing to hide. I don't not answer people. Like the cowards out there. It's like I just won't answer people. That will make it go away, or that will send. It's like no, that makes you a coward. Is what that does. I'm all for it. It's never happened in baseball, a replacement league of scab players, but I am all 100% for it. So I think anything to get it going, and it's not like baseball is this, is what they think it is. It's like baseball acts like it's, like they're still a top sport or something. They're not, they're not even close. It's bugging me a lot. Let's see. Of course, I fixed it with duct tape, this thing, and when you do that, you kind of get what you get, right? But anyone else have any questions? I think Major League Baseball is going to have a season. I think they're going to, and I think they just need to make it as painful as possible for us. It's like they do not care about their fans. They only care about the money. It's like they refuse to acknowledge where the money comes from, right? And it's you and me. Baseball just doesn't want to admit that. For some reason, the players, and they'll talk about the fans after the fact. But while they're sticking it to us right now, right? They don't even acknowledge us, right? As I'm fixing my picture here over the course of the show. So yeah, baseball just refuses to acknowledge us. But as far as the T-shirts, that people are asking about, like I said, we got tons and tons and tons of them, and basically the requirements to get one would be cheaper than if I sold them. On the site or something. So anyone that wants a T-shirt will definitely be able to get them. Like we would have been done with T-shirts already for March Madness. But we're also gonna have other ways that you can support the site without having to buy. Wow, what a mess that became, huh? Oh boy, I don't know. And look any better? What do you guys think? I don't think so. Let's see. Move this over. How about now? Hey, that's pretty good, right? Not bad for the on-air repair. I think with the NFL getting political, I think that some of the players are overstepping their bounds and need to take it outside of the game. I believe that they have a platform, and I believe that they need to be heard. But I think that one is a football game, and when the game is lost, I really don't know. I think that people should be able to say what they want. I think even if they want to wear a patch on their uniform or have something that says something on their uniform, I think that they should. I think that they should. I think everyone should be represented, and I think that I think that's part of the problem. Is that the players wouldn't be complaining if they had nothing to complain about. It's not like they're just squeaky wheels or something. I mean, they absolutely have a solid point here, right? I mean, we've been behind the players, and we've been behind. I think we've been on the right side of this argument the whole way, and long before there were riots in the street about it. Believe me, I probably inspired some people to get up and say and do something. I mean, the way I acted like an idiot, right? But I'm passionate about everything I do. I'm not going to sit here and hide under a rock about it. That's for sure. But at the same time, I think the NFL, I try not to mix politics and religion with my product. It's such a tough call. It's such tough. You're damned if you do, and you're damned if you don't, right? Yeah, baseball. This was their chance. Welcome, Shane. I'd like to get Shane on the show at some point, to be honest with you. I think Shane and I should be doing a Korean baseball show. We've been talking about this for a while, but maybe today's the day. College football's coming back. They've already said they are. Ohio State is talking about a waiver, making their players sign a waiver. A virus waiver or something. Anyways. Yeah, so any other questions, any other comments, feel free to fire away. I've been looking, a lot at what we do and how we do it, and I'd like to, we're going to be changing some things, and we're going to be bringing in my thoughts on KBO. My thoughts on KBO is that this is a sport that we never covered before, and we're covering it now. So we're covering KBO now, and we never covered it before. It's one of those sports that it happens in the middle of the night. So maybe KBO, what we were hoping Major League Baseball would do and bring themselves, into focus. I think KBO has done that to some degree, right? It's like, I've never bet Korean baseball before, right? And I mean, thousands and thousands of people never bet Korean baseball. Is Korean baseball as popular as Major League Baseball? Absolutely not. But it's like, is there room for both? Yeah. I mean, if people can, once there's no sports, they go into their online sports book and they start playing 3-card poker or whatever just to have something to bet on. No reason not to bet on Korean baseball. And Shane has been knocking the ball out of the park with his Korean baseball picks. We've also covered Chinese baseball. But anyways, this was kind of a weird show because normally on these Mondays with Mitch, I have at least something in mind that I'm going to talk about or whatever. And today, really, I just didn't have it because there really is no news at this point. And like I said, this whole not having sports is stale. I think once we have sports a week into it, we're going to be back into the swing of things, and I think everyone will be, and we're going to stop hearing about this. We don't want to live in a bubble, and we're going to stop hearing about this. We want $1, and they're only willing to give us 98 cents. It's like, can't we just take 99 cents each? I mean, how hard is this? How hard is this? It's like the players are saying the owners are saying, promising them one thing and saying another, and the players are acting like spoiled brats on top of it, right? So very, very hard to even take sides with any of these guys. But yeah, crazy stuff indeed. But I can't wait to be on here doing spread knowledge picks, and stuff like that. And I talk to Charles every single day. We have a lot of really cool things we're going to be doing. So anyways, this is Mitch. I'm sorry I had nothing really much to talk about, but the whole idea is continuity, and that's what we're doing. If you guys have any questions, you have any comments, you can always reach me, Mitch@sportschatplace.com or Mitch@pickdogs.com. Have a great day, everyone. I will see you tomorrow with the guys.